Boys, lift the cloche on gadget number 1.
Ta-da! 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 What we got? It's got a lid.
Yeah. Heating.
Does that sit on top of a heat source? It steams something, because why else would you need a lid?
Today, we have some Indian kitchen gadgets that our Chef Ben and Normal Jamie are going to have a play around with, have a test and review. So when you're thinking Indian cooking methods and styles, what kind of things come to mind?
Well, I think of a lot of street food and a lot of street vendors, but otherwise, multiple forms of cookery as most cuisines. A lot of ovens, like tandoor ovens, but
Baking,
also
yeah.
a lot of deep fat frying, but also a lot of slow braises and cooking.
Well, this is a tandoori pan. The Bowery Tandoor Cooker is a conventional piece of cookware with a 3D heating system, giving you the experience of traditional tandoor cooking on your regular gas hob. Ideally suited for cooking homemade tandoori dishes.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. 3D cooking.
So everything gets hot, which is like an oven, but it's obviously going to get hotter than that.
So this is much smaller than traditional tandoors, which are usually made from clay, take a lot of time and attention to get to a suitable cooking temperature. This is aimed at home use, making things a little bit easier and more controllable. Let's see how you get on.
Flame, preheat for 5 minutes. Here's what's confusing in my head. The beauty of a tandoor is you cook in really, really intense heat, often on metal skewers, which also get hot, so you're kind of cooking from the outside in, the inside out at the same time. Great. But we're talking like, I would say on par with pizza oven heat, like
really
real
hot.
heat. If this has got water in it, it's going to constantly steam and stop that ever getting that hot, surely. And therefore it's still going to take 8 to 12 minutes to cook fish, 12 to 15 minutes to cook chicken. So it calls for water in there.
And then Jay, the piece in front of you, you oil that.
What it is doing is funneling the heat through this, what is essentially now a chimney. This bit is incredibly hot. And then you put the lid on, and I imagine the whole thing gets incredibly hot.
Let's hope. Now this won't give us that smoky flavour. However, can it get to a high enough heat to achieve tandoor style cooking within our kitchen?
We'll give this another 2 minutes as per instructions. What are we cooking on it?
You are going to be making our tandoori chicken thighs from our Sidekick app.
Ooh.
Excellent. This smells like an amazing marinade.
Right, shall I lift our lid?
Yep. It's not good, it's steaming, so it's never going to sizzle, is it? I can see the steam. There we go, put the lid back on. In French,
Other side.
poulet environ 12 minutes.
12 to 15 minutes.
So we've given it a little bit longer than it said, nearer 20 minutes. It's sizzling away in there, and while we've been waiting, we've realised why they had to add the extra handle, because that would stick to your flesh because it is so hot. So they've added the extra handle, which is also now too hot to pick up, but steam, 3D heat coming up through the middle, bouncing back.
I mean, it smells amazing.
It smells incredible.
It smells incredible. It's sizzling okay.
Ever stop trying to cheat it. We're trying to get some fat onto the flame so that it...
Oh, there you go, Ebbers. So when it comes to the clay tandoor ovens, this is not providing that same heat. However, convection ovens aren't as commonplace in India as they are in the UK, for example. So perhaps this gadget is actually allowing people to get an oven-style device into their home to cook as we would use a traditional one.
And I think if we read the instructions very literally, you can cook tandoori recipes in this gas oven, as opposed to it actually being a tandoori oven, or give you that vibe. Even to the point it says you can cook brownies and muffins and pizzas in it, which I wouldn't associate necessarily with the tandoor oven.
Yeah.
Hey, we got chicken though.
If you want the recipe for this and the accompanying dish, then check out our Sidekick app. It's free for 30 days.
Cooked on the bone, and one thing I would say is because there was so much steam in there, which is the reason it hasn't charred, is also the reason it is wonderfully succulent and it's not overcooked, just cooked wonderfully. Very, very delicious.
Like it says, juicy and moist. And that is what that chicken is.
Okay, boys, let's talk price. How much do you think that we bought the Bowery Chef Tandoor gas oven for?
I imagine
42 quid.
$59.99.
We paid £113.
Oh,
for
goodness
this.
me.
Oh, wow. Is this aimed for the UK market or is this aimed at the Indian market?
It's a really good question. In all of our research, lots of videos of people using it online, a lot of them in India. But bearing in mind the average annual wage is about 11 to 12,000 pounds in India, that feels humongous. Now, we couldn't find any examples of it being sold in India and for what price. So this was purely what we were able to purchase it for here. But it does raise some interesting questions.
It's very expensive.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, the Bowery Chef tandoor gas oven, the greatest gadget in Jaipur, or are you showing it the tandoor?
I'm definitely showing it the door.
Showing it the tandoor.
Let's move on to number 2. Boys, number 2, lift the cloche.
A little diddy one. Oh, yes!
Ah, Evers already knows it. Don't ruin it for Jay. Let's see if he can guess.
If it is what I think it is. It might not be. Ta-da!
Is it for all your sauces? Your mango chutneys and your... No,
Oh, God.
right.
We're going to need to have an ignorance meter, and we just maxed it out. This is a masala dabba, which is a traditional Indian stainless steel spice box.
Each one for a different spice, because essentially countless recipes can be created with different ratios and combinations of the same spices.
So you can create your own garam masala blend.
Absolutely.
And also, the company that we bought this from say that using a masala dabba allows you to easily access your core spices and quickly access the ones that you need. Timing is key in Indian cookery, so having them easily accessible means you can nail the timings. Plus, it's an airtight lid, so it keeps them fresh.
I was going to say that. Really good suction on that.
Good seal.
Now, traditionally, these are given by a bride's mother as a wedding gift. However, more recently, they've been started to be gifted as university presents, etc. But that's quite a cool thing.
Yeah, I like that.
It's also, when I think about a lot of Indian food photography styling, you often have one of these in shots because it's also just so inviting, vibrant with the colours. And if you've been to the spice markets in India, it's just the vibrancy and the smell is just amazing.
Well, we can obviously talk about this till the cows come home, but we can't eat the cows because in India, cows are sacred. However, would you like to cook up some potato with the masala aloo?
Yes, please.
You have some common spices, cumin, coriander, mustard seed, turmeric, red chili powder, and garam masala. We would like you to temper teaspoon of cumin seeds, teaspoon of mustard seeds in some ghee.
Now, when you talk about tempering spices, what do we mean?
Starting to cook and release their aromats in fat.
So not only are these gifted traditionally, they go all the way back to ancient India where spices were used for medicinal purposes as well. They're also passed down from generation to generation, and they're seen as a symbol of the diversity and complexity of Indian cuisine. So what's that? Garlic, ginger.
And chilli, curry leaves. Oh, that was your elbow.
Potato in.
Lovely.
Simply boiled, really high heat, so good. So simple, but only when you get the right ratio and balance of spices and you've got them all to hand to remind you which ones go in, because I've forgotten which one's next.
What?
So a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit more of that.
Well, it is the only thing I'm noticing is that I'd have to put labels on to remember which one's which, but that's because I don't know my spices well enough.
Yeah.
So at the moment, having them in a jar or a bag with a label on them is a good thing.
A little bit of this,
Turmeric,
a little bit of this,
Oh, he's testing you.
garam masala,
chilli,
chili,
and a little bit more of this.
garam masala.
Correct.
Lovely. Core those smells.
Oh, yeah.
Boys, I bet you want to eat that.
Yep.
Well, you can't. You've got to save it for use in our last gadget. But whilst you smell it and look at it and want to eat it, let's talk price. How much do you think we paid for the masala dabba?
It's very ornate. It looks very traditional. $29.99.
I think it depends where you bought it. Because I've seen some in kitchenware stores not far from here in Shadwell, and they're like 15 quid. But I'm going with 20 quid.
Well, it was £16.99.
Wow. Okay.
Bargain. I actually want one.
Yeah, so do I.
Because I have a pull-out rack thing in the kitchen with all the spice jars, and it is fiddly if you want a little bit of 6 different spices. I just want one of those.
So the masala dabba, does it spice up your life or is it just a wannabe?
It absolutely spices up my life.
Spices up your life.
So much so I want to take it home.
Let's move on to number 3. You can have that one, Ebbers. Boys, open your eyes, because there it is. Lift the cloche, there's a little bit of an extra bit.
You've been doing some landscape gardening.
Oh, wow. Now this is what I'm here for.
Oh,
It's not as round as you thought it was going to be, was it?
no, it's not.
It's not a rolling pin, but
No.
I think it kind of is.
But like a crusher, like a spice crusher. Like a pestle and mortar type.
Given the divots on here, is it for flatbreads? So thinking like chapati and the weight to get that out.
Well, I can reveal, Ebbers, that Jamie is absolutely right. Ooh! This is a sil butter, sometimes known as an amilkal. I'm so sorry. It's an age-old kitchen tool which is used in Indian cooking for preparing and creating spice pastes.
Interesting. So it's a pestle and mortar without the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a rough side and a smooth side. You've got the rough side there. And basically, you grind your spices into the board using the hammer thing, that, and actually over time, it starts to curve and slope out, making it easier and probably more satisfying to use.
One of those tools that is great today, but in 10, 20 years' time and
Even better.
of use.
Like a good
it's-
wok.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
just
Yeah.
gets seasoned
Yeah, yeah.
with age.
Brilliant. So what we're using it for?
We would like you to make a chili herb spice paste
Okay.
for a chutney.
Shall I? You could be in charge of quantities.
Uh-oh.
No. So hold it and scrape it. That's it. And the butter, part of the sil butter, is the thing that you're holding.
Butter.
Yeah, which I forgot.
Okay.
So that is a butter.
Good luck.
There you go.
God, you instantly release those aromas from the coriander, don't you?
That's it. Back and forth. There you go. And the little divots and rivets in the stone will catch and help you crush that into a paste.
Giving you a little bit of salt, because the other way that I would typically do it on a board, if you're like crushing garlic, smash the garlic and then like use the side of the knife to do the same process with salt and garlic on a board, with less weight behind you and less space.
Yeah, one of our favourite cooking channels, the Village Cooking Channel, they use this a lot.
Start smushing it all together with that.
This was tamarind paste.
And this,
Oh my goodness. Right.
How are you finding it, Jay?
It's really good. It's a lot of effort.
So different forms of this gadget, not only popular in India, but across Southern Asia and also South America. They have a version of this as well.
Look at that.
Now, it is claimed that using one of these to create their spice pastes actually means that they taste fresher than ones used with electric blades.
Whether that's a psychological thing or not, I don't know.
made with love and effort, for sure.
exactly.
There is a romance about it, going
Yeah.
back to made by hand and that kind of putting love
Yeah.
and attention into food. And it's done a great job. Like, you can't deny, it's good paste.
Does it taste nice?
It actually does.
Well, delicious as it is, stop eating it because you're going to be using that along with the masala aloo in the next gadget. But before we get to that, how much do you think we paid for the sil butter?
If you go to your local builder's merchants, I reckon £8. But I reckon what we paid for that and the slice of history and the experience that we've been able to have with it, £32.
I had 50 in my mind.
As with all these types of things, prices vary massively. There are some we found for £300, but we paid £30 for this here. Spot on, pretty much, Ebbers.
Great.
Yeah.
So, the sil butter. Is it a silly sil or a better butter?
It's a better butter.
It's a better butter.
100%.
I love it.
Nothing silly about it.
Marvellous. Excited for this next one. I know you love a microwave. No, gadget number 4, lift the cloth.
It's big. We can't see it from this. Oh my word.
Oh,
It's got lots of inputs.
it looks like it's off the 90s. He's turned it on. He's turned it on.
It's just starting up, don't worry, it's okay. Not too long ago, we had a go with an automatic doser machine and it blew our minds. If this gets close, then I am super excited. It's gonna make us rotis.
It's called a roti making robot.
This is the rotimatic, the world's first flatbread making robot. The secret to transforming dry flour into perfectly puffed hot rotis in just 90 seconds. Simply add flour, water and oil into the tubs above, and gone are the days when it took 40 minutes to prepare a simple meal. Now, just tap a button and taste the magic. Well, now you can see where your masala aloo and your chutney is going to come in.
Excellent.
Tacos.
Not tacos.
Right.
Ignorance meter, boom.
We should probably address this is second hand. Oil in the greasy one.
This is powered by a 32-bit microprocessor, 10 motors, 15 sensors, and 300 parts working in parallel. The 10 motors work together based on data from 15 different sensors, which measure things like temperature, position, and the most complex and important metrics, consistency. It manages all of those processes seamlessly to save every second possible.
There is a thickness, a roast level, and basic oil, yes or no.
There are lots of pre-programmed settings, but let's use the roti function as it is a roti robot.
Roti. Thickness, Jay, 1 to 5.
3.
Go middle ground. Roast level, 1 to 4.
2.
Oil, 1 or 2.
1.
Set preferences and then tap play.
Just push play.
Let's go double yes. Final check is checking itself. Stuff is happening.
I can't see!
Nor can I. It's taken water in. I'm getting water bubbles.
Sorry.
It's warming up. 6 minutes remaining. Oh, I see.
Come this side.
Oh, hey.
Once it's warming.
I'm just trying every different camera.
You can't see anything from this angle. It's rubbish.
Here we go.
Plugs it in. Good suction. It's going to pull in some flour.
Flour's in.
The flour hopper has hopped.
Mixy, mixy, mixy.
So I wonder if the sensors are actually trying to work out how tacky the dough is and adding more or less. Although in theory it knows what the brand of flour is and how thirsty that flour would be.
Come on, Roti. It's moved the dough ball.
It's kicked it across. It's
flattening
now
it.
squashing it.
It's gone.
I don't know, but while it's doing that, it's making
another one.
It's making another one on this side.
This is amazing.
Boys, we have ourselves a roti!
Oh, yes! I've never wanted anything to work as much as this.
There you have it. How about that?
Even got like pockets of steam.
Grab your aloo and your chutney and let's dip some roti.
Pass one to Mike.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
Tasty, tasty, tasty. And the fact you can control how crispy I eat and how much oil you want, how thin you want it, how much roast, really great.
Mike, I'm very happy. The question we should ask, and I don't want to, but how easy would that be to make it and cook it ourselves?
Last time I made roti myself, I was in a temple in India.
Oh, yeah.
And it was brilliant, and it was very community driven. And I'll be honest, I made maybe probably a dozen. It's perfectly easy when someone else has made the dough for you. The dough is simple enough, but it's not that simple. And it's not something that will continue to spit out while you carry on eating.
So you like it?
I love it.
It's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's talk price. Advertised to be used domestically. This is second hand. We bought it from eBay. We paid £600 for it. How much do you think the recommended retail price of the Rotimatic is?
Goodness me. Why, how much would it have been? Twice that?
No, I reckon more. I'm going to go 2.5 times. 1,500 quid.
£1,495.
Pretty damn close, Jay.
Oh, that's quite close, isn't it? I didn't want to be that close, but I am close.
£1,500 new off the press.
It's theatre. It's brilliant to watch. It's really good fun. The price is irrelevant to me. I would never buy one, but I love that we now have one.
I think it's brilliant. I also will not be getting one. I'm glad we have one. They are delicious, as was this and everything we've done today. I'm a happy boy.
So, the Rotimatic. Is it your go-to roti, or are you saying no to roti?
This is my go-to roti.
It's a go-to roti.
Fantastic. Well, over to you guys. What did you make of those gadgets? What did you make of the Rotimatic? If you see anything like this from where you're from, comment down below. We'll get hold of them and then we'll put them in front of our chefs and normals for us to have a play with. Thank you to everyone who got involved in this one. Please give the video a like and we'll see you next time.
Let's do Chefs and Normals review kitchen robots. But #gifted.